Are you aware that when Jesus was raised from the dead, Jesus no longer flesh? He was still a man, but Jesus is spirit. Yet he has a body, which he proved. Because when they said, "Yeah, a ghost," said, "I'm not a ghost, I have a body." For a spirit, hath not flesh, a ghost he was talking about. Hath not flesh and bones as you see me have. I have a body. But this body is spiritual. Proof. I can move through a wall and just come on. And I can eat your honey and fish and nothing will happen to me. It's not as you pass through the water and things stayed on the wall. No. Eternal life took that thing up and just, and that's it. So that you now understand why God can visit Abraham and eat a fat calf. So don't tell me nonsense. If you bring the cow, let's eat it. I'll eat it on God's behalf. If God can eat it, then I can. Okay, listen. Now, interesting. Your pastor visits you and you kill a cow for your pastor. There's something you know. You say, no, you must have your child. You know, there's some kind of offerings that you give that before we know it, we are praying for you. No, I'm saying it practically. No, I've experienced this one, what I'm saying. That before we know it, scriptures will just come out. Okay, let's do that. But it's true. He said, no, you can't. So who knew that generosity was a factor in bringing Isaac? The thing that you're giving with touch, you're not even aware. God did not tell Abraham that in order to have Isaac, you will need to sow a seed. God did not tell him. One day God was passing by. The Bible says God appeared to Abraham, but he stood at the door, in the street. But it was Abraham who was coming for, and he stood there. Abraham had learned the order. Abraham picked and said, no, these are not normal men. Then that one, that's God. These other guys are his guys, but that's God. And he went and bowed himself and said, my Lord, not my lords. So when we have used that to see that means it was the Trinity that appeared. No, it was not the Trinity, because the two went. I went to Lot. This one said the ones that delivered Lot. It was Jesus and two angels. That's Jesus in his pre-incarnate form. It was Jesus, not the Father. Because later you hear it says, and the Lord rained down from the Lord. So one Lord came and said, all right, you can send it now. The Old Testament is beautifully loaded with Christ scriptures. If you can see it, it's there. So he did that and all that. And he said, quickly, you can see what I was, now, can you see what I was talking about when I was talking about honor? You saw the way, and Abraham hasted. And so, do you get what I'm saying? Hasted, quickly. He told wife, quickly, let's make, quick. There was haste about it. Not in the context of unbelief, but the king's business demands haste. And you need to understand that these are unannounced visitors. So your pastor is just strolling by and saying, Sister Nami lives here, now let's check her out. And then because of that, she's, where is the calf? Where? Say, what happened? My pastor came to see me. There's something you have to know. Abraham knew it. And he has been building altar, so this is not the first time. Giving God, giving. After they now finish eating. But God too, I like his sense of humor. He finished eating, belly full. You are saying that there's nothing like stomach infrastructure. No problem. Even God, who is a spirit, no stomach infrastructure. After he finished eating and he was full. You now understand why I sent you that message. And I said that what you did was highly appreciated, not taken for granted. You now understand? This teaching, does it help you? I hope it does. She sent me one snack like that. We saw it one day and I bought it and I liked it. And she took note of that. So she sent it. I see your message has been delivered. I was not expecting that. It's not as if I could do without it, but I got the message, so I had to release. Okay, let's do that. You know, I'm aware that part of God's infrastructure of blessing your life is me. I'm aware. So if I have the opportunity to bless you, I'll bless you. You get what I'm saying? I'm aware. You may not be aware, but I'm aware. Amen. All right, so I think we're going. All right, so Abraham's generosity was what gave him his child. So he was walking in faith. He has changed his name. It's not enough. You must. And I'm not saying that to get every miracle you have to sow. I'm just saying that for Abraham. And interestingly, so that's, because now Abraham is in faith, so God must give him the love test. Is he in love? He's in faith. He's changed his name. I love that standing. Oh, my name is Abraham, father of nations. Then God comes and checks out the love test because faith works by love. And in the love test, Abraham is excellent colors. Love mingled with honor. It's an expression of love by honor. And he laid down everything, the earth, and he finished eating. It's all right. I will return to you according to the time of life. What's the time of life? 9 months. Meaning that 9 months from today. Do you know me of that? It will be in your best interest to go and have sex tonight. Because it will start counting from today. You are always me. You guys are always me. You guys are always me. Now, it will be in your best interest to go and shake the bed tonight. Because 9 months from this meal I've just eaten. Round the clock, 9 months from now, I will come back to you. And Sarah will have a child. Then Sarah heard it and laughed. You know that? Oh, these guys. All of us, we have left that realm. You know, have you ever been trusting God for something after God will do it. But he will do it to somebody else. No, I know it's going to be done. No, the seed is going to happen. But you know what she said? She said, shall my Lord have pleasure? It's a lie have pleasure of my Lord. That's what she said. The point is that even sex, we can't even do it well now. So what are you talking about? After she laughed. She laughed. Then God said, Sarah laughed at what I just said. She just laughed. They said, call her. She came out. He said, you laughed. She said, I didn't laugh. Flat out lie. He said, I said, you laughed. He said, I didn't laugh. He said, nevertheless, the word has gone forth. Stomach infrastructure. Someone say stomach infrastructure. Maybe you cut out this part of the message and put it, just cut it as a clip. Divine stomach infrastructure. Stomach infrastructure. He said the word has come out. It vetoes your, you have sinned though. But even this your sin can't stop it. Because higher laws have been engaged. And I'm not saying that sin is not bad. He understood our infirmity. This was the first time God was demanding somebody to believe him for this kind of thing that are recorded in scriptures. But when Elizabeth's tongue, when John's father's tongue came and he talked nonsense, the angel struck because there was not a precedence. Abraham and Sarah were a precedence. But this was the first time. So God said, I understand the infirmity of this woman. But I've released the word. 9 months, the clock is already counting. So there's nothing that what she has done now can do to veto that. When you're in a faith process, you get to a point where you know the manifestation has been released. Oh, Jesus. When you get to that point, that's why I was sharing this. I said, I've seen this thing consistently. Find the place, the money will show up. Once God navigates you to where He's going, is not. I've seen this. I see it. I've seen it consistently. In fact, it's another. You are like, oh God, come and do it. You show yourself again. You want to show again. I've seen it constantly. That was what happened in that meal. It got 9 months. That means that night or that moment was when the seed entered. And you know what happened? The power of God was released. Because the Bible says by faith, Sarah received strength to conceive. So she received an impartation of divine energy that revitalized her femininity and made her become a woman again in terms of the hormones, estrogens and the progesterones and all of that. And it revamped her. You know, she said, shall I have pleasure? You know why? Oh, Jesus. Can I talk some biology? This is biology. Pure biology. Are you... Hey, Holy Spirit, I'm okay because people are looking at me now. Because I want to talk about... You know, at this point, she's in menopause. Everything is dry. Do you understand? Everything is dry. So there's no... You can't say, that's why like, we can't enjoy this thing. It will just be as if you are killing me. Then what happened? She said, wait. God has spoken. I believe. That's all. Because the Bible says, by faith, she received it. Because he laughed. So it means that it is in this period that the faith happened. Because he laughed. She just laughed and said, come on. Wait. This is God that just spoke this. I believe. And then what happened? Supernatural resurrection power was released to her body. And her ovaries came back. And began to secrete hormones. As if she's a 19-year-old babe. All her everything came back. So much so that now she travels to a place and Mr. Abimelech says, 90-year-old chick. 90-year-old spec. 90 years. This is the person that is saying that, shall we have pleasure? That means she was past childbearing. You know what past childbearing? Everything. You're not with me. There's nothing. So it's not as Abraham is in andropause. She's in megapause. It is in mega andropause. You get what I'm saying? Everything has paused. If I not pause, mega stop. What is stop? Because that was our concern, that shall we have pleasure? Not shall we have children. Did you notice? That was our concern, that we can't even do the do again. Now our relationship is more of just, we don't that's not there anymore. If we try that, it will look as if we are damaging ourselves. Because we're no longer young people. All the infrastructure that should be in place for that thing to be enjoyed is no longer there. Do you understand? That's what she said. Shall we have pleasure? That's what she said. She's not even talking about. They're going to say, I can give you a child by resurrection power. Now, Isaac is not like Jesus. But in a prophetic figure he is, because he's a product of resurrection. In this case, God revived the natural, the natural protocols that are needed to get a child. That's what God did in Isaac's case. But it's still a product of a resurrection. Unlike in Jesus, where there's no human agency involved. Jesus, the word became a zygote. I would say the word became flesh, or became a human being, and entered that woman's womb. The word became a human being and stayed there. So what Mary did was to submit her womb for implantation. That's all. What entered into her was fertilized. It's like that was what entered into her. So they didn't use anything from man. But in this case, Sarah is revitalized. Abraham is revitalized. So both of them, they now feel like they're in their 30s, in their 20s. Literally, that's how they felt. They were re-energized. So you look at Abraham and say, man, see this fresh boy. That man is a father of 100-year-old. And you say, I wish. You know what I'm saying? 100-year-old. Say, guys, is right now. This is what we are talking. This man, if you saw him 2 months before, when it was night, stay with your confession. When he was saying, my name is Abraham. My name is Abraham. It didn't look like anything was happening. Then he had an unexpected visitation. And he treated God with so much honor that God said, that means this guy is generous. You now understand why his house was big. He was a generous man. If he was not generous, he would send everybody away. No, you can't stay here. He was generous. He was feeding. Somebody, I think it was Pastor Kola, said they did research and found how much Abraham was spending every day to feed 300 and something people. That's those servants plus his house, the rest of his household. Oh my. He was spending millions in a day. Feeding, taking care of everything, and he was doing it well. Because see how he took care of God. Already quickly, that means they were professors of generosity. They knew how to take care of you. If you visited Abraham, you may not want to leave. He will also take care of you. So he was doing that out of love, and God said, I honor this. And then God released his miracle. But says Sarah received strength. So after that encounter, something shifted in Sarah. That wait, God has spoken. According to the time of life. So I believe that he is faithful who has spoken this promise. And then what happened? They went to shake the bed that night. And for the first time in maybe like 50, 60 years, it was no longer dry. You're not with me. No, you're with me because you know exactly what I'm talking about. It was no longer dry. They say, wait. Let's go again. They enter again. Say, heavy. See how your head just fresh like this. That's unlucky. You. Another one. Then it's going to wait. You better say something on the. I don't know how they used to do pregnancy test then. You get what I'm saying? Something don't do this thing, no. Then they went to go and visit Abimelech when he left, and you know the story.